Yo, what is up guys, it's Amit here, and in this video we're going to be talking about everything that's new in iOS 11. So the first beta just dropped, and as you can see the icons do look a little bit different. It's kind of weird how they left every single icon the same except the App Store and the iTunes Store, and it looks kind of off. These look way more flatter than the rest of the design, but it's alright, it's beta 1, so things might change. We might be expecting the whole thing to get changed overall, but they did include a new wallpaper, so that's pretty cool. But this, I think this was included in the iPad before in iOS 10.3.2 beta. So it's included in iOS 11 now. And yeah, I just reset my home screen layout so you guys can see everything. And this is the way it's set up. This is a default setup. But there's a lot of things that's new in this new beta build. So let's go check this out. The first thing that's new is Notification Center. So when you pull down, as you can see, you basically go back into your lock screen. So that's because they merged them together. So as you can see an earlier today thing. You could just swipe up and then you see all your notifications. And then yeah, so you could just go up. So they merged them together basically. Another thing that's also new is something that everybody's gonna enjoy here is a new control center. Swipe up, and as you can see, it's completely different from what it normally was, and it's customizable too. So as you can see here, we have everything. It's pretty cool right here. You could increase the sound and stuff, increase the brightness. You can customize it to whatever you want. I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. But yes, it's brand new and it's pretty cool. Like you can increase the brightness and stuff. It's really nice, and it's just full screen. It's not like two pages or anything like I said before. It's really easy to use. So the way you customize it is you go into settings, and then as you can see, every app almost got a new redesign. I'll get into the App Store and iTunes in a little bit, but as News had it last time, like in iOS 10, they basically took the design off of this and they put it into every app. So if we go into settings, we see this right here. But if we scroll down right here, we have, I think I missed it, yeah, Control Center. Control Center right here. As you can see, you can organize it into whatever you want. So yes, there's a screen recording available in iOS 11 now. So you could just go up and click this, and your screen is recording now. Like you could do whatever you want. So let's stop it, and then we can go into our photos right here. It's saved into our photos. We'll just go into our photos. Where is it? Right here. It just came up, and as you can see, our screen got recorded. It's moving by itself, and we don't need to connect it to our computer anymore to do this. So yeah, that's another cool thing. But yeah, Control Center is customizable. You can add whatever you want. I personally never use a timer, so I just switched it out for an alarm. You could use notes and stuff. You could just put anything you want. You can add a wallet, and it's really cool. Now we're finally able to customize stuff, and yeah, we should be able to do a little bit more soon, but yeah, this is good enough for now. And another thing that you could do with Siri right here is if you go into settings, and we can go into general, we can go into accessibility, and then there's an option for Siri right here, and there's type to Siri. So instead of talking, you could just activate Siri, and then you could just type. So just say hi.
Hi, Amit.
And as you can see, Siri sounds more natural too. But Siri also has these pretty cool things now where it can translate things. So say like say hi in Chinese.
Hi.
That's what it means, I guess, in Chinese. It's just translating, basically. So you can see we have a nice new Siri icon too. Look at it. It looks so cool. It's like a spear, like an orb. It's on a macOS too, and it's just really nice. It's really nice overall, but I mean, the beta is kind of buggy right now. I mean, it's expected, but this is like the most buggiest beta I've ever installed. But it's really cool right here. We have the new Files app that I made a video on yesterday. It got a lot of dislikes yesterday. I don't know why. People probably thought it was fake, but it is here. I told you it was going to be an iOS 11 app, and it is available on iOS 11 only. And it's going to be, you can basically get onto your, it shows up on your Mac when you're opening it and stuff. So it's linking towards everything. It's basically the new iCloud Drive. And you could have Google Drive and stuff in there. Something that did not happen is group FaceTime. Group FaceTime did not end up happening here for some reason, and that's really sad. But yeah, what can we do about it? Dark mode didn't even come in anyways, so we're chilling about that too. So yeah, another thing that's new is new redesign in the calculator too. As I said, almost every app got a redesign, so this looks pretty nice. Turned into a circular type of thing. It's all right. I mean, it's gonna take some getting used to, especially these two icons. I don't know why they didn't just make every single icon different except these two. But now let's see, as we can see at the bottom part, right at the dock, there's no letters. Like, as you can see the icon name and stuff, we have App Store, iTunes Store, iBooks, settings, and all that. At the dock, you do not have any names or anything anymore. So that's basically, I guess they figure that if you have it on your dock, it's really important. So you probably already know the name, and it's not there, or maybe it's just a glitch, and then they probably just didn't add it in beta 1. But yeah, they also have that. So let's take a look at the App Store real quick. Yeah, you should download this app. This app is called Hairify. It's on iMessage store, and it's really cool. You could add stickers to yourself with adding beards and stuff, and it's really cool. Yeah, so I downloaded it. I think it's like 99 cents. But here's a new app store. It's today. We have a new today feature, and we see a Monument Valley 2. Monument Valley 2 came out, and it's really dope. It's just featuring apps and stuff, app of the day, all of this cool stuff, game of the day. So they split apps and games into two different things, which is kind of confusing to me. Why didn't they do that with utilities and stuff? But they split it up. Games and apps are not the same thing anymore. So as you can see, it looks more like iTunes. Apps right here, updates and stuff. We can do search. Yeah, I just searched for that. But it's really cool how they just changed the whole app store. It's gonna take some getting used to, of course. But one thing I couldn't find is where the overall top charts was. Because, like, as you know, like, I mean, why couldn't they do this, right? Top categories, you know, we have entertainment, social networking. Why couldn't they just add games into this instead of splitting into two different things? I don't know, but yeah, that's what they did. And then, yeah, so it's just a new app store. And we also have a new Apple Music. So with Apple Music, you're able to, I don't know where it is. It's not available in this thing as of now, I guess. But you're able to share with your friends. Like, you have your own profile and stuff. And you're able to start sharing with your friends. And then you're able to just, like, you know, it's just, you could choose who gets to follow you. Everyone can follow me. You guys can go follow me and see my playlist and stuff. So I have my playlist going off right now. I'm just showing you guys what my playlists are. I'll just cut off my Shazam because I just Shazam some random stuff. And if I can choose who I want to follow and stuff, I'm not going to follow anybody yet. I'll just come back to this. But yeah, you can find more friends with Facebook and all that. Just click next. You can get updates from your artist and your friends as well. And you're done. And now you made a profile on Apple Music, basically. And people can start finding you, and they can start following you, and then they can see, they can look at your music, what kind of music you listen to, what did you last listening to, what are you listening to right now. And, like, yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a really cool thing, like, because, you know, when you ask your friends to find new music, what are you listening to, you can just go on to music, and then you can find that out now. And yeah, so Maps also got a new update. I don't know, it's just more accurate, I guess. So yeah, I mean, I don't really drive right now, so yeah, it's not really a big deal to me. So little thing with the lock screen right here. When we go into our lock screen and when we click the home button right here, we have a new little lock pad right here, and it's pretty nice. So another thing that's new in iMessage is you're able to, let's see, in iMessage, you see your stickers in iMessage apps are way more accessible now, so people do not forget about them. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so we can go into iMessage right here, and then they didn't add this yet, but you're gonna soon be able to send payments via Apple Pay, and that was a rumor that was already suggested before. That's really cool because I just had my friend buy me something and I just need to pay him $20, and I'll just Apple Pay him through iMessage right when he updates, like in a couple of hours, and that's really dope. And another thing that's really handy is, like, when you have an iPhone 7 Plus like me, you're not able to, like, text in one hand all the time, right? So there's a new thing called one-handed mode, and you just have to hold on to this emoji icon. And then as you can see, you have these little keyboard layouts. You can put it towards the left side or you can put it towards the right side. I'm going to put it towards the right side right here. And you see that the keyboard shifted towards the right. And now I have my one hand on it and I'm able to type and stuff easy. It's real easy to type one-handed now. And you could do it if you hold it with your left hand too. All you have to do is just hold on to this again and just move it towards the left side. And then, yeah, just to get it back to normal, just center it again. And it's really that easy, and it's a really helpful feature. So another thing new in Messages is new effects. So I could say hello right here, right? And then we don't have any, like, bubble effects. These are just the same. But if we go to screen effects, we have a new effect called echo. And then look how it just, like, turns around and everything. It's so cool. Like, it's like chat bubbles and everything. And, like, we could do another one. Let's see the other new ones. There's a spotlight, and that's pretty much it. So just spotlight, it's a spotlight on the message, and then, yeah, that's really cool. And then let's see what else there is. There's balloons, of course. There's confetti, of course. There's love. There's laser. There's fireworks. There's shooting stars. And what is this? Celebration. And that's it. So they didn't really add much, but those two are really cool. I mean, I enjoyed this one. Like, especially Echo. I loved Echo. This one's really cool. It just reminds me of their commercials. And yeah, iMessage is getting more lit than ever. Another thing that's really cool in iOS 11 is that there's a QR scanner built into the camera. So when you're in your camera and you just scan a QR code, your phone will automatically know what to do. And there's going to be a little pop-up up there. And it's going to tell you what to do. So if you scan something that wants you to go into like messages, or go into contacts or something, and you tap on it, it will do that for you. And that's really nice. And yeah, the camera is getting a lot better. There's also a nice little effect that when you go into the wiggly mode to delete an app, you can move more than one app together. So you see we're moving this app right here. Just move this app right here and then just tap on this. And as you can see, we have a 2 added right here. And we're now moving both of these apps together, and we can just let go. And you can move more than one app at once, and that's pretty cool. Another thing that's also new is when you're calling somebody that has an iPhone, it automatically defaults into FaceTime audio instead of normal calling. So that's also a nice thing. And then they also took out this little 3D touch that you used to have when you tap on the left right here. That part is gone now, so that doesn't exist anymore, and you just have to do this, and then you can't even see your home screen anymore off of doing this. So that's not something I really enjoy, but I guess. So iOS 11 also has a really cool thing when you screenshot, and right here when I screenshot, there's a little icon that goes on to the left of the screen, and that looks really cool, and you could just swipe it away when you want it gone, and that's just really nice. I mean, it just adds a little thing that just lets you know that you screenshotted. And it's, I don't know, it just makes it look cool, picture in picture. And maybe we might get picture in picture on the iPhone later on in these betas, or maybe next year. Another thing that's also cool is that there's a dark mode. There's like an actual hidden dark mode, but it's, when you go into invert colors, like we did with the Apple Store, this is basically giving you the Apple Store effect, but they have a new option called Smart Invert. So this does not invert everything, and as you can see, it does not look weird. Like, I mean, like, there's normal colors right here. White, all that stuff. My picture is the same, you know, it just looks right. And then the icons don't change either. What's weird about this is the icons don't change in the folders either, but when you 3D touch on it, they look actually inverted. But you get a new control center type of thing. So I'm guessing this is dark mode, but they're just working towards it right now because it's not complete yet. And I can definitely see myself using this because look how nice it looks, but it's not complete right now, and it's kind of bothering me just the way some of the colors just bother me. It's just like when I 3D touch, I used to 3D touch a lot, and then this would just bother me often. So basically everything in this new iOS version is basically all machine learning. Everything your phone wants to know more about you. So if you were supposedly, you were just like on like you know, just Google and searching up a city. Let's see, what do we want? Let's suppose we're searching up San Francisco or something, right? And then like your phone gets to know you and stuff, and all of a sudden you'll soon be getting news stories about San Francisco, and it tells you when you first install. It gives you a thing. It's using Siri's moves or whatever, and that's pretty cool, I guess, in my opinion. And yeah, so I'm addicted to this control center thing. It's pretty nice. The haptic feedback is missing right now, but I'm pretty sure they'll add it back soon. And it is very buggy. Like if you're trying to move apps and stuff, look at the way apps move when you hold on to it, right? Look, when you move, it's so like, I don't know, let me just take one out. It's so, look at that, how slow it is. Like, it's really like extremely slow, and like, it's just not something that you want to just like use every single day, you know? Like, it's really slow, and sometimes like when I was setting up my whole iPhone again, because I reset it to stock layout, I had to keep on restarting my phone just to being able to wiggle my icon because it just wouldn't let me do it anymore. And yes, that's basically pretty much iOS 11. There's some pretty cool music when you listen to music and stuff, and you're on the lock screen. It shows right here now, like a full thing. It's like a little, and it's still glitchy, as you can see. Like you can't even adjust the volume or do anything with it. See, that's pretty much iOS 11 right now, but it's like a little bubble right here. And then yeah, so it's a new UI. Almost, it's pretty much based off this little app that was there last year. Everything else is the exact same. It's just machine learning, no dark mode, none of that. It's just all of this stuff. Everything got much bolder and everything. So Alright, so another thing that they added was in photos, you have, let me just turn this off. So in photos, you have, as you can see, there's a little nice little guide thing right here coming up that's showing your progress. But with live photos, there's a little cool thing that they have. So you can see when you hold on to your live photo, you have things. This wouldn't be like a good example to do something on, but suppose, I don't know if this is live. Yeah, so this is not a good example either, but let's see, maybe this. No, that's not a good example. So you see this picture right here, right? It's live, I'm moving in the stuff. So all I have to do now is swipe up, and then now there's little effects that we could do. We can make it loop. So I'll just keep on moving every time we're on this picture, and it takes a little while to load. But I'm just gonna keep on moving. I don't have to do anything. It's just gonna be like that. Or I can make it bounce. So that what bounce does is just when it does that, it just reverses. So when you're jumping in a pool, you're basically coming out of a pool, and that's what it's gonna be like when you're at the picture. So you can see the water right there. Look at the water in the back. It's just moving. It's really cool. It's a really nice feature to have. I don't know, it just makes your things look more personal, and it's just really nice. One thing that I do not like about this is, see that new status bar? That's just not nice. Like, look at that. It just brought it back to iOS 6, especially when you open up the weather app. Look, it has a little black bar up there, just like something you would get with iOS 6, and it's really not cool. I mean, like, what is this? Just get back to the bullet type of thing. It's really nice. This, everything got more bolder. As you can see, everything's like, it seems like in a smaller font, but it's bold. And it's like, yeah, it's, when you open the messages, you see a full screen. So maybe this is just a glitch, how this just like that, the black bar. But yeah, that's just the only complaint I have. It's just that little bar. I don't really like that. So files is basically, oh yeah, I already went over that. So in the control center, you can also like add some more features. Look at the animations that they have here. It's like a really nice animation and stuff, but you're able to like 3D touch onto these, and you have more options right here. You have personal hotspot, you have airplane mode, you have Bluetooth, you have more options here. And even if you 3D touch into that, 3D touch into this, 3D touch into this. Oh look, as you can see, it turns on night shift as well just by doing that. Flashlight now has 4 modes to it, so that's pretty nice. We have a clock. You could, if you can 3D touch on this, and it's nice. Calculator, you can get 3D touch. You can copy your last result. Camera, you can take a selfie or whatever with 3D touch. Apple TV. So basically, if you have an Apple TV connected, you have your remote right here. So you could basically just, every time, instead of opening an app, you could just swipe up Control Center, just 3D touch, and you have a remote available to you on your phone. Low power mode, you can't 3D touch on this. You just have to enable it. And then screen record, you're able to record your screen now, and that's really awesome. You just have to start recording, and it just shows up in your photos and stuff. It's just really dope, and you can just keep adding stuff by going into settings and going to Control Center up here, and just keep adding stuff, whatever you want. Right now, we'll probably get more customizable later on, but right now it's not that. And Siri just sounds more natural, and it's more helpful now. So like, how did you like WWDC?
Developers are so funny. Every time you say API, they jump out of their seats.
See, like developers and stuff, like, you know, it's just cool. You could just type. The UI is way better. So another thing is that messages get synced throughout all of your devices now. So when you open it, when you download the new Mac OS, it's going to give you an option to sync all your messages, and that's what happens with every single thing. And yeah, that's iOS 11 for you guys, and that's it for iOS 11. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.